when we move to Singapore, right?
Definitely.
XYZ fam!
We are in Singapore. I'm going to tell Xaundre guys that we need to move, okay?
Guys, the place is so nice, it's unbelievable. How we got here is a whole story.
Yeah.
Listen, we're actually coming from Hong Kong where we met up with some amazing friends.
How we got to Hong Kong was also a loop.
That is the story.
But if you're interested in seeing the Singapore video, then come along with us.
So we're actually staying in a budget hotel in downtown Singapore.
Naturally, because we cannot afford it.
And Singapore is actually really expensive.
So even the budget hotel was way above our budget.
That's why we're only here for 3 days. Unless we move here. But it's so clean.
It's so clean.
And so pretty.
Even in the boondocks.
Guys, last night we went walking downtown Singapore, like the downtown of the downtown.
Kind of like downtown Kingston for the Jamaicans.
And it was clean.
Think about the dirtiest. Think about the most low income part of your town. That's where we went last night. And it was like uptown. Yeah. And people were like walking about doing their regular errands at like 10 p.m, 11 p.m. Because, you know, Singapore is one of the safest countries in the world.
And nobody was like looking behind them. It was just vibes.
Just vibes.
But this is
No.
Yeah, let's not walk on the grass.
Walk on the path. You see how green the place is, right? Oops. You couldn't tell me so you're ready for cross, sir?
Oh, oops, my bad. Streets are not crazy. If we manage to cross streets in Vietnam and Thailand, we can cross streets anywhere. We won't talk out this entire video. We'll just tell you real briefly that we almost moved to Singapore.
You know, out of all the places that we visited, Singapore is the only place that I felt like we could pick up all our things and move.
And we may, who knows? Sometime in the future we may end up in Singapore. So when we went to Singapore, we went on a bus ride and it was like our tour of the city. We fell in love with the place because it was so green and lush. It's definitely the most what would you say? The most efficient, the cleanest, the most out of this world
it's
city.
It's a curated jungle city.
So we are on a tour. It's a bus tour, but interesting. They don't have a tour guide. They have a recording, and like it's in 12 different languages. You just select a language, and literally at every every couple of minutes, you hear the person come in and kind of explain to you what's going on, what you see on your right, what you see in front of you, and stuff like that. So now we are at the Singapore Flyer.
This tour, what we'll be doing is going around in a bus basically, and the bus can bring you to these stops. You can stay while you listen about the history and stuff, or you can come off and actually explore the spot, and then you just catch back the bus or another bus, because they're like a whole system of them, in about like 10 minutes, so or 15 minutes. How long?
I have no idea.
We're not sure, but I guess we'll find out.
There was actually plants on the sides of the walls. There was, so it's like it's extremely densely populated, but it's like you don't even feel it because the place feels like you're just in one big garden all day every day.
Yeah, and I think one of the things I loved about it, well, first of all, they speak English.
Yeah, that was
so
a big
I have
plus.
an inherent bias because I could understand.
Their weather is good all year round.
Yeah, their weather is good all year round. Their education system is good. And you know, there's a thing, I don't know how true it is, where people say that Jamaica and Singapore did have a very similar something or what importance. It's either economic structure or an education structure, but
economic system. At least the plan at the time. When our governments had, met and decided that they were going to move forward a certain strategic plan, but for whatever reason it never worked out. I don't know, it never worked out in Jamaica, but it worked out in Singapore, obviously.
Very well.
They became one of the richest countries in the world. And And we may move there one day, but I think I've said that multiple times.
Why do you want to move there?
I just think that somewhere between the cleanliness, the organization of the place, the fact that the people are very keen on this unity in taking care of the environment, it just really appeals to me. Also, there are lots of economic opportunities. There's a bustling economy.
Yeah.
The hospitals are really nice. We
visited a hospital.
Yeah.
Because Xaundre wanted to drop off him resume. What are you doing?
I mean, I may or may not be procuring contacts for people in the hospitals here to see if I can get a job. And my credentials from Jamaica are actually useful there. So I can actually be a doctor in Singapore.
Yeah.
We could literally pick up our lives and move to Singapore. The reason we're not really too keen on doing that is it's a little too far from our family for comfort. Maybe at some other stage of our lives we may consider it, but right now, unfortunately, that's not where we're headed.
Exactly. One of the things, Singapore also has like ridiculous laws. Ridiculous, very strict.
I actually quite like them.
No bubble gum throwing in public, Asaiga.
Yeah, you can't chew bubble gum in public. You can't drink water or eat anything on public transportation.
Yeah, you can't drink after 10 p.m.
Yeah, you can't. If you leave a public toilet unflushed, you can go to jail. No
gatherings, whether it be family barbecue, nothing like that after 10 p.m. I think without a permit. You have to have a permit. So no bag of noise. And I think it's because they live in a lot of apartments. So, and they have like a big expat community. And because they have a big expat community, of course, that don't make no sense. Me don't say them give them locals apartments, but that not tying in very well. It's late. As you guys know, we tell all of these stories late at night.
It's right? Like
it's currently 1 a.m. And my brain barely work on the regular. A joke. You know, I need to stop with this on the internet. I need to stop talk down to myself because I made the best thing since sliced bread.
Of course.
I'm all out of a bag of chips and I need to stop
a big bag of chips, baby.
Period.
Pooh. Alright, enough talking. Let's roll the video. Hey you, remember to subscribe to our channel.
Smash that like button.
I can't help but think about how perfect a city Singapore is and liken it to heaven.
I've been dreaming of a city
far beyond the sky, where the suffering's over. Get my wings and fly.
I think I'd get my wings, but
when Jesus said it's over, oh, what joy that will be.
Alright. But yeah, that
when there's no more dreaming, and I'll be home at last. I've been dreaming of that city, Jerusalem. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, I've been dreaming of a city, Jerusalem, my home right up in the sky. Alright, but until we get to Jerusalem, we can work with Singapore.
Is a good
Singapore is a good second choice.
Honestly, like crime is like non-existent. It's there, but the percentage is so small, it's almost not there.
The level of crime that takes place there is like cybercrime. It's not pocket picking and gang violence and
no mass shootings, no just killing people randomly, no robbery, just kill people, no kidnapping of children. None of that no go on, none of that. Or even if it happens on such a small scale, just people are on the road walking at 2 a.m. It's like nothing.
It's so interesting that that's still a place in the world. Like this corrupt, nasty world that we live in.
Yeah.
It's that pristine over there. And if in heaven it's going to be even 10 times better, honestly, I want to be there.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you coming with me?
I'm coming.
Because me are going on. Me make up my mind
Are
already.
you coming?
Are you coming with us?
Want to be there.
Well, if we don't see you guys in this life, hopefully we'll see you in the next. I'm planning to go to heaven.
But I'm not ready if we did it.
I mean, two things sure in this life, you
taxes
know.
and death.
Death and taxes. Unless you get translated. I mean, that also sounds like a good idea.
Anyway,
we'd have to live through persecution.
This is Xaundre's today and thoughts. You need to forget your bed.
Yeah, you'd have to, you know, experience the 10 last plagues and the 7 last plagues. I think the 7 last plagues. And be a part of the 144,000.
I feel like the video boring. The sun's on. Show them what you're doing.
So guys, it's the day before we leave Singapore, and we need to iron our clothes, but we don't have any iron in the room, you understand?
This is kind of how we've been ironing our clothes most of the trip.
Yeah, so because we don't have an iron, we just have to come in the bathroom when we finish bathing and making hair steamy, and kind of wet up the clothes a little bit and then leave it in here for it to steam. But now we don't have any time, so I'm going to figure out a next option. Watch me.
Life hacks with Xaundre 101. The bed not spread. No judgment here, guys, okay? Okay? And the lady's gonna come spread it because you're in a hotel. Period. What the other option? I'm actually interested to see what you're going to do.
Watch it, man. Just watch it. Watch it. Catch it then. You see it at the iron.
Detail.
Say you're believing in me. You're believing in me. Say you're believing in me. You're believing in me.
So we're trying to find where we are going to go to the sun co-working today. But whenever it comes to directions, I just kind of stick still and Xaundre figures it out, because I don't know, I have zero sort of directional ability.
Alright, it's this way.
It's this way?
Yeah.
Alright, it's this way, we're going.
Zara said she's hungry, so we must try and find food before we go to work. But listen, let me tell you, say, the amount of options that are in here, we're just spinning around like gig and not too sure what we're doing.
Yeah. Actually, them things are too full of spice. We just want like egg and bread or so. And like some balance.
You're not a real Asian until you have mastered how to use a spoon and a fork together. Not knife and fork, spoon and fork. You heard correctly.
In Singapore, they have like all these little shops lying around, and then they kind of give you like a central place to eat in a regular food court like how we have it in Jamaica. But this is actually a cheaper option. So when you come here, you get cheaper food, but there's so many cuisines: Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Turkish, Indian. There's so much to choose from. So I say we should open one and open a Jamaican spot. What you say, son?
Yeah, when we move to Singapore, right?
Definitely. Singapore will see us again. We don't know
Yeah.
how we have to save to go back because
It's so
the only
expensive.
reason we even did Singapore is because our flight left from Singapore. So we never really went for it for long. We spent 3 days there. One of the days we were at this wonderful co-working place.
It was
Which
so
was
nice.
really nice. And we spent the entire day there. We worked all day. It was a Japanese owned company. It was great. We love good co-working spaces. And every time I think about whether or not it would be nice to run, because there are some co-working spaces in Jamaica,
But none in Mobe.
But none in Mobe, and the quality of co-working spaces that we've seen in Asia, we kind of think about whether that concept would even work in the Caribbean. I don't know, but if you're interested in investments like these, here's a good idea. We definitely don't want to take that time, but if you got the money,
And the interest.
we recommend it. Start more. There are co-working spaces where I think there's room for more. Kingston has a few, but Mobe doesn't have any. I don't think, because we searched.
There are
Because
none.
we're now co-workers, you know. We like co-working. Yeah.
Anyway, that's all from us for this time. So we'll see you next time
On
on Adventures of XYZ. Bye, guys.